Hi, Frank Atkins here. I want to talk to you briefly about the concept of list building. You know, for many years in this industry I've heard people say that you have to build a list. And I've got to tell you, I avoided doing that for such a long time, and the biggest reason for that was that I completely misunderstood what they were talking about. And that may be happening to some of you, which is why I want to be able to help you out to make sure that there's been no misinformation here. See, I've been in this industry a long time, probably longer than I really care to admit, but one of the things that I was taught when I very first got involved in the business was this: get a notepad and a pen and make a list of every single person that you know. In fact, for many years, I've been involved in doing teachings where I would tell people, you have to make the list, you have to make the list. So, in the modern era, when people started talking to me about list building, I thought, oh, here we go again, it's the same old list thing again. You know, and I've got to tell you, I wasn't really very excited about that. Well, here's a news flash. The current concept of list building, although I guess it's loosely based on the same principles, is a completely different thing. It's totally different. And what it refers to is your ability to build a list of subscribers or people that trust you or people whose attention you have, and that is what they're talking about. And primarily this list building is accomplished through internet marketing. So what it's telling you is that as you're out there placing your ads and attracting attention of people, your goal is not to sell them on something or not to drag them into your business or to close them or anything like that. You want to be adding them to your list, because once people are added to your list, it then gives you the right to be able to continue to provide them with information over time. Now, some people may get excited about who you are and what you're doing really, really quickly. Other people may need time to develop a relationship with you, to develop a level of trust with you, after which they feel that they might want to take your advice or listen to one of your recommendations. So that's what list building is about. It's really a methodology, a bridge, if you will, towards relationship building. You know, and today business is just that. It's all about relationships. It's about developing relationships with people, sharing with them what you know, giving them added value, giving them stuff for free, building a connection with them, and then, and only then, do you have the right to start talking to them about maybe becoming a business associate or a business partner with you. So the list really is the key. So how are you going to build that list? Well, you have to have a defined methodology that works. And there's a couple of ways of doing that. You can go out and figure it out for yourself. I pretty much did that going back to the mid to late 90s. I spent a lot of time and a whole lot of money figuring out what works and how to do it. Consequently, I found that most of the time, by the time I figured it out, then what works wasn't working anymore. So you really need to be on the cutting edge of what's going on. You need to have access to people and systems who really know what's going on out there in the marketplace, who are going to help you to keep up to speed. You need to know who's who in the marketing world and who's, on the leading edge at the moment, and what information to take and what information to ignore. And, I'm going to go out here and say, you're not really going to want to trust all that to one person. If I was standing here saying, and I'm that man, I've got the answers, I'm going to show you what you need to know, I'm going to lead you to the promised land, it'd probably be a good time to run, because most of the time there's no one person that has all of the answers. There's a lot of people that have some of the answers. Now, what I'm excited about in this system that I'm introducing you to, there's a whole bunch of people that have spent a lot of time and a lot of money sifting out the good stuff from all the dross and the nonsense and the stuff that no longer works, so that you don't have to. You simply plug into the system, and just catch up with what's working today and start using that. And if other things start to come along that are better, they'll let you know. If things that are working today are not working today anymore, because you're part of a greater community who are all using similar or the same tactics, they'll pretty quickly let you know what doesn't work. So that really stops you from being in a position where suddenly you find, like I did on many occasions, hey, my marketing doesn't work anymore. It's back to square one. It's let's start all over again. So don't make it difficult for yourself. You know, go through the information that's available on this site and the other things that I introduce you to, and that really is going to help you to stay ahead of the curve and help you to become a professional marketer. You know, and the only marketers that succeed these days are the ones that are professional. So, you know, take an active interest in securing your own future by getting the knowledge that's available to you. So I hope this has been of some information. You know, the key is you have to be engaged in list building. There is a way of doing it, and there are people that can show you how to do it without you going off spending endless time and endless amounts of money trying to figure it out on your own. So, have a blessed day. I'll look forward to sharing more with you again real soon. This is Frank saying bye for now.